is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS. Do you have a
in the market for a new irrigator? Automatic Irrigation in Centerville has you covered. Offering Zimatic irrigators to help you get water to the fields. They tackle all brands when it comes to repairs. Also repairing and selling soak-up grain bins to complete the automatic irrigation game for a touchdown. Go Tornadoes!
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Everyone at Total Stop are big sports fans. And they want to wish the very best to the participating teams and their loyal fans. Don't forget to stop at your local Total Stop for your gas and grocery needs. Plus, get Total Stop rewards by downloading the app. To get more information, go to TotalStopFoodStore.com.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Centerville. Veterans and active duty military uniform makes salute the flag. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by Centerville 6th grader Chase Muller.
And now the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting near, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the brave and the
Well, there you have it, your starting lineups, courtesy of Doug Edberg, and there you are on their screen, courtesy of Live Ticket TV. Well, here we go. We're about ready to rock and roll here in Centerville. Pretty intense game tonight. Winner goes on to the Sodak 16. The coveted matchup in the center jump circle. Emma Marshall tips it over top of Haley Nelson, and here we go. Nelson will bring it up the floor and get it off Gilbert right wing, and Gilbert takes the drive in right away and hands it off. Now Aubrey Schwartz cutting Charlie Nelson down low. Didn't take many shots in her first game here on Tuesday inside the paint. A lot of three-point shots, and she found success. She nearly throws that one away, but maintains possession. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Nelson's going to go up inside, and Gust gets a hand on it, but it's controlled by Nelson. They never hit the rim. Shot clock is very, very low. Only 2 seconds left to shoot. Charlie Nelson's going to throw up a shot, and it won't go. It'll be a shot clock violation on the first possession for Viborg-Hurley. Again, I'm Charlie Preen, joined by Morgan Benzo today on production. Bewley, well, he's at the Summit League Conference pole vault. Huge matchup here tonight. We are approaching 60 seconds through, scoreless here in Centerville. Gust and Hesh playing catch now inside and wide open. Great move there, shot up by and good from Lily Eide. Starts off the scoring for Centerville, 2-0. Now Jenna Graves gets it off Charlie Nelson, nearly traveled, and Graves will maintain possession. It was tipped, the near official says. Charlie Nelson, top of the key. We figured Gust would be the matchup there. Nelson tried to get off to Gilbert. Emma Marshall goes the other way and gets the bucket in transition. Emma Marshall finds a way to get a bucket. Your score 4-0. Centerville leads. Approaching 2 minutes down here so far. Nelson brings it up the floor, not having the success that she had Tuesday night against Irene Wakanda. That game right here, we had that one for you. It was a fun one. The nightcap on Tuesday. That's how these two teams got here. Centerville, they dominated Freeman Academy Marion in a low-scoring game for Freeman Academy Marion, and they force a turnover right there. I mean, great defense Tuesday night and great defense so far. 4-0 your score. Winner goes to the Sodak 16. You're listening to Centerville Tornadoes basketball on Live Ticket TV.
At Knutson Masonry, they take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
And welcome back to Centerville, South Dakota. So far, scoreless so far for the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, 4-0. Michaela Hesch will get it in to Kira Austin. Kira Austin will bring it up the floor. I think a 1-4 or 1-3-1 zone maybe. Well, no, it is a man. Okay, scratch that. Figured this team might go to a zone, and right away, Althea Gust tries to go down low and throws a turnover out of bounds. Pretty good atmosphere tonight. Probably the fullest that I've ever seen this particular gym. Call it the storm shelter, if you will. Kind of coined that, Bewley and I did ourselves. Charlie Nelson will bring it up the floor. Althea Gust guarding her. Gets it off on the wing. Aubrey Schwartz into the corner. Gilbert. Back up Schwartz, top of the key, guarded by Kira Austin. And she flips it over. Haley Nelson. Haley has Michaela Hesch on the ground, and a shot's going to be up no good from Graves, and it'll be possession Viborg-Hurley. So they'll maintain possession here in a low-scoring first quarter up to this point. Only 2 buckets made, both by Centerville early on in this one. Not a lot of movement there, and on that inbounds play, and Emma Marshall tips that one out of bounds. Kendra Gilbert will do the duties passing it in, gets it off Charlie Nelson. Nelson will try to set the offense up with 29 seconds left on a fresh shot clock. Substitution coming in, Tatum Lyons will check in here at the next stoppage. Jenna Graves goes down low, and Gilbert tries to go off of a Centerville Tornado, but can't get it to go, and it'll be a turnover. Kendra Gilbert, substitution that we spoke about. Tatum Lyons comes in for Haley Nelson. No fouls so far through this one. We're approaching 3 minutes down. Kira Austin will bring it up the floor and get it off Lily Eide. Lily gets it over back to Austin. Kira in the right-hand dribble flips it up top of the key. Hesh, want to get her down low. This is definitely a set play if she's up that high. Althea Gus takes a few dribbles, tries to go up inside. It's going to be tipped out of the hands. Aubrey Schwartz played some great defense. Charlie Nelson gets it up across the timeline, gives it off to Graves, and Graves' shot is not good, and it touched a few girls there. Gilbert and then Emma Marshall was the last one to touch it before it goes out of bounds. Izzy Eide checks in the ball game. Izzy, the 5'6", 8th grade guard, averages 7.5 points a game off the bench. She's had a pretty wild year so far, and we're going to have her first foul of the game will come on Charlie Nelson on a moving screen. Well, it's not how you expect to see the first foul of the ball game, but we are approaching the halfway point in quarter number 1, and our first foul called. A usual clean first quarter from the Centerville Tornadoes. We've seen that a few times from these girls. They play very clean basketball, and they've shown it here. No fouls to this point. The announcer's jinx. We'll see if that kicks in. Emma Marshall on the right wing, guarded by Gilbert. Probably the matchup that Marshall wants. Hesh is going to go up inside, and she's fouled. Michaela Hesh will go to the free throw line, and the foul will be called on Tatum Lyons, and that is her first. So a foul on Charlie Nelson and Tatum Lyons. Michaela Hesh on the free throw line, and her free throw going to be off back iron, no good. So still very, very stagnant so far for Centerville in comparison to what they usually do. Shot up, no good, and Hesh can't connect either of the free throws. Lions will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Michaela Hesh. Great defense from her. She gets it off to Charlie Nelson. Gust is going to have a great night on Charlie Nelson. She is deadly from behind the arc. Gus tips it out of bounds. The Cougars will maintain possession. We'll see Bree Austin come in the ball game for Kira Austin. Bree Austin averages 2.1 points a game, and she'll step in, the 7th girl to touch the floor so far for the Centerville Tornadoes. Lyons comes in off the bench, and she's had a lot of touches so far. Schwartz is going to try a three off front iron, no good. And Bree Austin with the rebound. She gets it across the timeline and throws it right out of bounds. Althea Gus was not looking for that one. And a very, very dirty quarter as far as turnovers and scoring, but not a lot of fouls. And a press being thrown together here from Centerville. Charlie Nelson has to come back for it. They have 4 seconds to get across the timeline, and they do. Nelson brings it across the floor. She tries to clear some stuff out. I know it was a set or designed play as head coach Tyler Novak called the play out to his girls before they ran this possession. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Inside, Jenna Graves dishes it off to Gilbert. Gilbert double clutches and travels. Wasn't quite there right away. She couldn't make it happen, and she walked with it. Well, 4-0 your score. An interesting score so far as these two teams usually running up the score. Great defense so far from these two teams respectively. You got to give them a lot of credit for that. Izzy Eide is going to try the left wing three. Going to be off the back of the iron. No good, but Michaela Hesh inside, and she'll be fouled. That'll be the second foul on Tatum Lyons, and the second trip to the free throw line by Michaela Hesh. She is 0 for 2 on her first attempts. Kylie Westra will be checking in, as well as another girl. I can't see who specifically. We'll see a lot of substitutions, a lot of girls tonight for Centerville. Free throw from Hesh up and good. Westra will come in the ball game, and we will see Haley Nelson come in the ball game for Tatum Lyons. So a clean transition there. Those two girls substituted in and out for each other. So 5-0 your score. Free throw from Hesh. The second one is good as well. So she is 50% on the night, 2 for 4. 6-0 your score. Nelson bringing it across the timeline, get it off to Gilbert. And we're going to have another double dribble and a turnover there. So another turnover, and the Cougars cannot get anything done on the offensive end. I was going to say, I mean, that was pretty evident. You picked up your dribble and tried it again. Maybe you could get away with it. It was close, not close enough. Izzy Eide is going to go up inside, going to try to scoop it up with the right hand, but it's not going to be good, and a foul is going to be called on Centerville. It'll be either Westra, Hesh, or Izzy Eide. We'll find out. They're going to call it on Izzy Eide, her first, and the team's first of the game. Only 2:44 left to go in this quarter. And I think they fixed the shot clock here. Sweet. Shot clock was bugging the other day, so good to see that. Charlie Nelson brings it across the floor into the paint, guarded by Althea Gus. Now on the left wing, Izzy Eide's doing some pretty good defense out there right now with Jenna Graves. Nearly throw it away there. Student section for Centerville getting into it. Haley Nelson gets it off. Charlie Nelson, Gilbert now on left wing. Great defensive possession so far. Gilbert goes in and gets stuffed. There's only 1 second left in the shot clock. You got to throw this thing up. Head coach Tyler Novak's telling us girls, you got to put something up quick. Only 1 second left. So you got to catch and shoot. Haley Nelson will be the inbounder. She gets it in, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Jenna Graves was passing it in, Haley Nelson was the one who got the ball and couldn't get the shot up. 6-0 your score. Scoreless so far for the Cougars. And this defense is going to prove to be pivotal down the line for whoever comes out of this game victorious. You got to have great defense in the Sodak 16. Charlie Nelson steals it away from an errant pass. She's going to try to go coast to coast, and she does. The Cougars get on the board with 1:56 left to go in the first quarter. 6-2 your score here in Centerville. Emma Marshall on the motion weave. That's worked out really well on men defenses. And a turnover here. Viborg-Hurley has a chance to make this a one-possession game. She's going to try a straight-on three. Going to be off iron, no good. And we'll go the other way. Bree Austin flips it down to Althea Gus real quick. And now top of the key, Izzy Eide. We'll have some more substitutions here from Centerville. They're keeping their girls fresh. 8 girls have seen the floor so far. Kylie Wester on the right wing flips over to Izzy Eide, who takes a few dribbles. That motion weave has worked very well against man defenses. We'll see how it goes. Emma Marshall's going to try the free throw line extended jumper, and it's not going to fall. So a lot of empty possessions here. 3 girls about to check in for Centerville. So we'll see a darn near line change. Viborg-Hurley passing around. Schwartz gets it off to Graves. Graves on the left wing, guarded by Izzy Eide. And Emma Marshall tries to get that thing tipped away. It's controlled by the Cougars. And again, another long possession here. Only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And Emma Marshall comes away with it. It was tipped down low. Marshall's got 3 girls with her. And she stops on a dime, but gets it to go. She gets the jumper to fall. And a 6-point lead now for Centerville with 30 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Shot clock not a factor here for this final 25 seconds. Viborg-Hurley needs to put together a possession here. Charlie Nelson going to try the straight on 3 and buries it. Straight on. Charlie Nelson shows us what she had going on Tuesday night. I mean, wow, she hit that thing. I think she only missed 2 times on Tuesday night. Izzy Eide's going to try a long 3 left wing, and that's going to be nothing. And Gilbert's going to try to chuck up a ball at the quarter break, and it's not going to be good. 8-5 at the end of 1. Packed house here. Should be a very, very fun finish. 3 quarters left to go. Your score 8-5. We'll be back. You're listening to Centerville Basketball on Live Ticket TV.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials. W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Centerville, South Dakota. Quarter number 2 upon us. A 3-point lead for Centerville as we head into the second quarter of action. Inside set play. Emma Marshall in the shot fake. She's going to take a few dribbles, and she traveled or she was fouled. We'll see which one. She's fouled. The whistle was blown, and we'll have a shooting foul. So Emma Marshall will go to the free throw line and try her pair. Head coach Tyler Novak wants an explanation for that one. I honestly didn't know if it was going to be a travel or a shooting foul. The first free throw from Marshall is going to be off right of the iron. Bounces a few times but doesn't fall. Kylie Wester will come out of the ball game for Centerville. Only one sub has been utilized, so 6 girls have been on the floor consistently for Viborg-Hurley. Second free throw is going to be good from Emma Marshall. Your score 9-5. Charlie Nelson will bring it across the timeline. She goes left-handed dribble. She's a great player in space. Nearly picked away there. And now Gilbert on the left wing. Gilbert tries to stutter step, and she double dribbled. And again, Tyler Novak asking for an explanation. I didn't see that from my vantage point. I was a little bit behind that one, so it's a call for the official down on the floor. Gus thinks about the left wing three, gets it off Emma Marshall. Marshall crosses over, goes up inside, and she's not fouled but gets the bucket to go. Emma Marshall makes your score 11-5, and Centerville is taking a little bit bigger of a lead here. We'll see what happens on the other end. Can Viborg-Hurley find a way to get a bucket? Tatum Lyons is going to take a shot, no good, and Michaela Hesch throws that right out of bounds. Althea Gust not there to grab that one. Student sections showed up tonight, I'll tell you that. Even fan sections showed up. Definitely the most packed that I've ever seen this place. It's a great atmosphere tonight. Props to Centerville for putting this together in their community. Both of these communities, the Viborg-Hurley community as well. Lyons' shot's going to be stuffed, and she gets the ball back and flushes the long jumper. 11-7 now. A long pass. Lily Idy's going to be blocked, or down low, and wow. I don't know if Viborg-Hurley thought that it was still out on her, but I think it was blocked. 4-point lead here for Centerville as they run a set inbounds play. Lily Idy will get it in Michaela Hesch. She swings it back out top of the key Marshall. Viborg-Hurley fans want to travel there. Lily Idy's going to go up and get fouled. Some more free throws here. The second foul of the quarter. We'll see who is called on in just a moment. It'll be called on Kendra Gilbert, her first, in the team second in the quarter. 2 total fouls, but in the first quarter, I believe they had 3. Foul is not necessarily an issue. Gilbert with 0 so far. Charlie Nelson with 5, and Lyons with 2 to round out your 7. Rebound from Hesch back out. Gus can't bury the 3, but Marshall goes up inside and gets the bucket to go. Emma Marshall, the 5'10 junior forward who averages nearly 12 points a game, gets that easy bucket to go, and a 7-point lead for Centerville. On the other end, Gilbert on the left wing, who's had a pretty quiet night. She's going up against Emma Marshall, who's one of the premier defenders in Class B. Nelson flips it off. We're going to try a long 3. Jenna Graves is going to be off the back of the glass and no good. And Kira Austin gets it down. Michaela Hesch gets the bucket to go. 16-7 now your score. Great ball movement and great vision from Kira Austin. 5:40 left to go here, second quarter. Nelson brings it across the floor. Lyons tries to set a screen. Charlie Nelson thought about the long 3, and Viborg-Hurley throws that one away. An errant pass. We'll see Kylie Westra and Izzy Idy come in. We'll see Lamaya Baker check in for Kendra Gilbert for Viborg-Hurley. So now we've had a chance to see 7 Viborg-Hurley Cougars out on the floor tonight. Got to have some great depth to compete at this level, and these two teams both do. An errant pass was a little bit behind Althea Gust. It'll go right out of bounds. 16-7 your score. Quarter number 2. Charlie Nelson brings it across the floor with the left hand. She switches over, adjusts the glasses, and gets it off to Tatum Lyons. Lyons going to try the straight-on 3, and it's going to be off the left of the iron, no good, and go out of bounds. Kiera Austin calls out a play, and they'll set things up. Althea Gus back to Kiera Austin. Now they're going to throw a lob play. That's been designed for a long time. Shot's going to be up and no good. And rebounded, controlled by the Cougars. Nelson's going to go long pass down the floor to Graves, back to Charlie Nelson, who thought about a long right wing three, didn't take it. Nelson takes a few dribbles, gets Izzy Eide to go to the floor. Nelson wanted the ball pretty bad down low. She was wide open for a moment. Tatum Lyons takes a few dribbles, tries to spin her way down, back out. Right wing three, Charlie Nelson going to be off the mark, no good. Controlled by Gus, gets it off Izzy Eide, who nearly steps out of bounds. Izzy brings it up the floor. She's going to go up inside, and it'll be off the hands of Tatum Lyons. We'll see some more substitutions. Haley Nelson will come in, as well as Kendra Gilbert. And Lamaya Baker will come out, and Tatum Lyons will also check out of the ball game for Viborg-Hurley. A flat set here for Centerville in the inbound. They go to the corner, and we're going to have a moving screen set by Centerville on Althea Gust. That's her team's first of the quarter. 4:25 left to go. Pretty clean game overall as far as fouls go. Feels like all the fouls have been shooting fouls. And we've had 2 moving screens so far, though. Charlie Nelson brings it up the floor. Top of the key now. Schwartz gets it off back to Nelson. Takes a few dribbles, guarded by Althea Gust. And Althea Gust, again, one of the great premier defenders in Class B girls basketball this year. Tough draw for her. Haley Nelson gets it off back to Charlie Nelson, who tried a long step back and she traveled. I was going to say that was a pretty long step back without a dribble. So a 9-point lead. Centerville has an opportunity here to extend it to double digits for the first time in the ball game. We are just over halfway through quarter number 2 here in Centerville. Appreciate you tuning in to Centerville Tornadoes Live. Should be a fun finish tonight. These two teams duking it out. Winner goes to the Sodak 16. Set play. Bree Austin's going to try a 3, and it's going to be off the rim. No good. And Marshall controls the rebound. Izzy Eide thinks about the 3, who's phenomenal from behind the arc as the 8th grader. She has a lot of confidence to shoot just about anything. They're going to flip it back out. Izzy Eide gets the girl jumping, and the Tornadoes don't do a lot with it. Lily Eide gets it out. Bree Austin, who controls it. They're going to go back over to Izzy Eide. Izzy is going to try the straight on 3, and it's going to be off the back of the iron. No good. They wanted to set that up pretty bad. It's going to be tipped. Lily Eide, she's going to get the ball for herself, and she's going to try to go coast to coast, but fouled by Kendra Gilbert. And I believe, yes, that's Kendra Gilbert's second. So Kendra Gilbert finds her second foul. 3:02 left to go in second quarter. Head coach Tucker Tornberg having a conversation with Althea Gust about how to attack some stuff. And free throws not been a strong suit of the Tornadoes tonight. Izzy Eide checks out of the ball game, as well as Bree Austin. We're going to have a timeout called on the floor. We're going to step aside. A full timeout called by Viborg-Hurley. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Centerville Tornadoes basketball on Live Ticket TV.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Welcome back to Centerville. Centerville Tornadoes Live. Your score 16-7. Second quarter action, 3:02 left to go here in first half. Lily Heidi's free throw going to be no good. It bounces real high, but didn't fall and didn't get the shooter's bounce. Charlie Nelson will bring it across the floor, or across the timeline as usual. A set play. Nelson pass fakes. Now goes with the left hand. Likes to go with the left hand consistently. Nearly a 5-second call. A straight on three going to be off the right side of the rim. No good from Tatum Lyons. That would have been huge to get it back to a 6-point ball game. It's still at 9, however. And Centerville just cannot find a way to get this thing to double digits. 16-7. An awful low-scoring game for these two teams, because usually they're running up the score. Gust in the top of the key. Pretty good defense on her tonight. Aubrey Schwartz has done a great job. Inside, Michaela Hesch gets a bucket to go, and now an 11-point lead. Centerville just doing what they do best in feeding their bigs. Charlie Nelson brings it across the timeline as usual, down low, and nearly a foul, but wow, what a bucket. Nice finish there from Charlie Nelson. Back to a 9-point ball game, 18-9. 2:05 left to go. First half action. Aubrey Schwartz on Gust, and inside Marshall. Missed her shot, gets her own rebound. Back out Hesch. She goes back. Marshall's going to try the jumper, and it's not going to be good. Going to be just a little too strong. Schwartz, correction, that's Graves, gets it off to Lyons. Tatum Lyons still dribbling it down low. He's going to go up, and going to be stuffed by Hesch. Let's get a replay of that one. A lot of fans in this place not happy about that, and you can see in the replay, ooh, I don't know. That's a close one. Back to action here, and we're going to have a foul called on Izzy Heidi, I believe. Or no, Emma Marshall. It's Emma's first, so not any trouble for her. A 9-point lead. Gilbert on the right-hand dribble. She takes a few more, goes up inside, and can't get it to fall. A little too short. Izzy Heidi's going to try to push the pace. She gets it off to Gust. Gust has some room. She's going to try a three, and it's not going to be good. 3-point balls have not been great for either team tonight. 27 combined points between these two. Low-scoring first quarter didn't help the cause. Tatum Lyons trying to work Michaela Hesch down. She's going to throw up a circus shot that doesn't fall. Here comes Izzy Heidi. Gets it off. Kira Austin. She's going to try the left wing three. Going to be way too strong. I don't think it hit anything. I don't think that hit anything at all. So 54.3 seconds left to go. Centerville's in their press. How does Viborg-Hurley break it? We'll find out. Izzy Heidi tipped it out. Let's get a replay of that one, too. Refs are going to confer about that. Pull that over, would you? Oh, and of course, the huddle camera didn't get it. Great. Back to action. They're going to give the ball to Viborg-Hurley. Sometimes the huddle camera doesn't quite catch everything, so we apologize. 48.4, 30 seconds left on the shot clock. And Charlie Nelson gets it across the half-court line. Nelson kicks it out. Gilbert going to try the straight-on three, and it's not going to be good. Off the right side of the iron. Rebounded by Marshall. Here comes Gust on the other end. Gust is going to bring it down the floor. She's got a lot of room guarded by Gilbert. I think that's a matchup they might want to go to. Kira Austin, top of the key. Guarded by Schwartz. Now right wing. Michaela Hesch. Schwartz switches back onto Gust, and Izzy Heidi is going to be blocked inside. And now shot clock not a factor. Izzy Heidi hits the deck. 14 seconds left to play here, second quarter, and another shot going to be up no good from Graves. Gust is going to try to go coast to coast, and she gets the bucket to go. Wow. Althea Gust with the and one opportunity, and she's going to try to make the old-fashioned three-point play. And we're going to have a substitution. Haley Nelson will come in the ball game for Kendra Gilbert. And Gust, free throw, going to be off the mark, no good. An 11-point lead. And Gust tries to tip it away, and that'll be how your quarter ends. Izzy Eddy tried to throw one up at the end of the buzzer. But your score heading into the half, Tornadoes 20, Cougars 9. We'll be back for scores across the area, as well as some analysis and some insight into our next game. We have a doubleheader tonight, so stick around. We'll be back in about 8 minutes for our halftime show.
Looking for a great new or used John Deere planter? Then look no more. Grosenberg Implement has a great used selection this month. They have a good selection of 2023 and 2022 model years that will make your operation more efficient and productive with low rate financing of only 1.99% for 60 months for those that qualify. You'll be ready for spring planting. Come in and talk to one of their sales professionals or browse their inventory at grosenberg.com. Looking for a great new or used John Deere?
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS. Do you have a
In the market for a new irrigator? Automatic Irrigation in Centerville has you covered. Offering Zimatic irrigators to help you get water to the fields. They tackle all brands when it comes to repairs. Also repairing and selling soak-up grain bins to complete the automatic irrigation game for a touchdown. Go Tornadoes!
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Everyone at Total Stop are big sports fans. And they want to wish the very best to the participating teams and their loyal fans. Don't forget to stop at your local Total Stop for your gas and grocery needs. Plus, get Total Stop rewards by downloading the app. To get more information, go to TotalStopFoodStore.com.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota, for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar.
Welcome back to Centerville, South Dakota, and Centerville Tornadoes Live. I'm Charlie Preen, joined by Morgan Benzo in the Tornado Shelter, as we like to call it. Halftime here, a 11-point lead for Centerville at the halftime break, and we'll see how that changes and how the halftime break changes these two teams and their aspect and outlook offensively on the game. It's been a very low-scoring game as far as these two teams' standards go. So we'll see how that shakes out. Let's look at some scores across the state in Class B girls basketball. In Region 2, no Region 1 scores are being reported at this time. Region 2, Arlington leads Iroquois Lake Preston 31-14. Region 3, Ethan leads Chester Area 42-27. Obviously our game here. Whoa, and maybe an upset brewing in Region 5. Weston and Springs down 2 to trip Belmont Armor at the end of the first half. Pretty interesting there. And at the beginning of the first quarter, Harriet Selby Area leads Highmore Herald 2-0. And no other games being reported across the state in the South Dakota score feed. I'll look at Class A real quick and try to run through that if any scores are being reported. And they're looking like they might not be. Yes, so, never mind. And Region 6 girls Class A Mobridge Pollock leads Crow Creek 32-20. And those are your only scores being reported across the state at this current moment. Obviously, our game following this one is going to be a fantastic ball game. The Freeman Flyers and the Gayville Volun Raiders to follow this one. Probably 16, 17 minutes after this one is complete. It might be a little bit more because these two teams will assumably celebrate their win and going on to the Sodak 16, but pretty impressive. These teams all part of the final 32 in Class B girls basketball right now. So we'll see how the final half shakes out here. An 11-point lead again for the Centerville Tornadoes. The offense has been definitely interesting. Althea Gus finally gets on the board at the end of the quarter. I think that's something they want to change. Have her get a little bit more involved. You got to give a lot of props to Aubrey Schwartz and her defense. Aubrey, the 5'5" junior guard, has done a phenomenal job on one of the premier offensive players in the state and behind the arc specifically. As I'm watching Centerville throw up a few shots here, and Althea Gust has not missed much. 47 seconds away here from rolling. Folks, this is going to be a fun one. Our starters are the exact same, and there it is on your screen. The exact same starters: Kiera Austin, Althea Gust, Michaela Hesch, Lily Eide, Emma Marshall. For Centerville on the other side, for Viborg-Hurley, Charlie Nelson, Kendra Gilbert, Haley Nelson, Aubrey Schwartz, and Jenna Graves will see the floor for Viborg-Hurley. All right, here we go. The second half is upon us. Appreciate you tuning in to Live Ticket TV, and specifically Centerville Tornadoes Live. This should be a fun finish. An 11-point ball game. This thing is far from over, folks. Viborg-Hurley will start with the ball. Aubrey Schwartz will assumably get into Charlie Nelson. Althea Gust done a great job on Nelson so far, holding Charlie Nelson to only 7, which is far from what she's capable of. And here we go. Aubrey Schwartz does get into Nelson, and here we go. Jenna Graves gets to Gilbert, and she's going to hit the long jumper right away. That was obviously a halftime adjustment as head coach Tyler Novak talking to his assistant coaches and his bench about why that was successful. They saw something. Althea Gust is going to throw up the long jumper, and it's not going to fall as a runner more than anything, and there Gust is fouled. So Althea Gust will go to the free throw line on the first possession for Centerville after Gilbert hit a bucket on the other end. Can these two teams match bucket for bucket? We'll find out. And Gust's left-handed free throw is up and good, so a 10-point lead, so double digits again. These two teams fighting to get into the Sodax 16, which will take place next week. And the next free throw is good from Gust. So she has 4, and the Centerville Tornadoes have 22. A press break is going to be thrown together and executed by Viborg-Hurley. Gilbert will bring it across the timeline. She gets it off to Schwartz. Aubrey Schwartz dishes it off. Now Jenna Graves, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Emma Marshall. Gilbert was close to it. Gilbert to Graves. Charlie Nelson's going to try a 3 on the right wing, and it's going to fall. She can make it happen behind the arc, and she has double digits for herself, the first girl to hit double digits in this ball game. She has 10 of the 14 right now for Viborg-Hurley. Kiera Austin looks down low, wanted to go Gust. She posts up, sets a screen now. Inside, Michaela Hesch. Her bucket's not going to fall, but it's going to be controlled after it was tipped by Kendra Gilbert, and she brings it across the timeline. Gets it off Charlie Nelson. On the left wing, back up top of the key, Gilbert. Setting into their offense here is Viborg-Hurley. A few dribbles by Gilbert and picks it up inside Charlie Nelson now. And a cutting Haley Nelson. And we're going to have a foul called on Michaela Hesch. And that is her first. Thought it might have been her second, but it is her first foul of the ball game. Charlie Nelson flips it over to Haley Nelson. Haley trying to execute a play to Aubrey Schwartz. They're passing her around now. Graves on the right wing. She flips it out. Haley Nelson's going to go up inside the right hand and get it to go off glass. It was right there. A long pass. Kiera Austin gathers it, takes a few dribbles, kicks it out. Now Gust on the right wing, guarded by Schwartz. Again, I spoke about it at the half, but Aubrey Schwartz has had a great game on Althea Gust, but Gust is coming on here in this second half. She has 6 now of the 24. Charlie Nelson tries to go coast to coast, and it's going to go off the foot of a Tornado. Tatum Lyons will check in, the 5'4" sophomore guard. She'll come in for Haley Nelson. Graves will do the duties to get it in. Wants to go to Lyons, and she does in the right corner. Lyons, the left-handed dribble, is going to take it around the top of the key. Tries to go inside, picks up her dribble, back out now. Charlie Nelson will try to go baseline, and she's fouled by Althea Gust. I believe that's Althea Gust's second foul. And it is. Two team fouls so far here in this third quarter for Centerville. Gilbert gets Marshall to go up on a shot fake, but can't get the bucket to go. Hesh with the rebound, controls it and gets it off to Gust. Gust brings it down the floor, guarded by Aubrey Schwartz as usual. Back out now, Michaela Hesh wants to set up a little design here. And it's a similar play every time. Screens down low and they flash up. A long three going to be up, no good, but a cutting Emma Marshall is going to be blocked. Great defense there by the Cougars. Yeah, you expect this. You play a team twice in a year, you better expect to get every team's best moving forward. And Viborg-Hurley showing why they should play in the Sodak 16 right here. They're down 10. It's going to be tipped off the knee of Emma Marshall as signaled by the official. On the baseline, Izzy Eide will check in as well as Bree Austin for Lily Eide and Kira Austin. 4:30 left to go here, third quarter. Graves is going to get it into Lyons. She's usually the recipient of the baseline out of bounds pass. Gilbert now on the right wing, or left wing, excuse me, is going to go up and fouled by Emma Marshall. That's her second. Marshall has 9 in the ball game. So possible foul trouble, which is something that Centerville really can't afford with some of their playmakers. Only 2 though for Marshall, but 2 for Gust as well. You don't want to have them girls sitting out. First free throw from Gilbert is good. 24-15. Gilbert's second free throw going to be off the back of the iron. No good. Controlled by Michaela Hesh. Izzy Eide's going to bring it down the floor. Stopped like she was maybe going to throw one up. Gus is going to go up inside, and it's not going to fall. And a set play here. Charlie Nelson calls it out. Right wing, Gilbert tries to cross up Emma Marshall. Not successful. And gets it off to Lyons. Lyons takes a few dribbles. Trying to back down Michaela Hesh, and she can't get it to go. Good box out there by Bree Austin. She flips it up to Althea Gust, who brings it down the floor. They're going to flip it out. And Marshall's going to try a right wing three, and it's going to be no good. Rebounded by Izzy Eide, who throws it off of Charlie Nelson. It'll stay Tornado possession. We'll see a substitution. Lamaya Baker will come in the ball game for Kendra Gilbert. .333 left to play here, third quarter action. A lot of threes on the board. Great pass there from Althea Gust, and they're going to go to Marshall, and she's fouled. So Emma Marshall will go to the free throw line for a possible chance at 2 points. And she could get in double digits here with this free throw. Excuse me. Free throw up, no good from Marshall. The announcer's jinx, if you will, coming into play. Second free throw is going to be no good. I mean, I really jinxed everybody, I guess. Free throws both unsuccessful. Free throw shooting not been great today for Centerville. 24-15 your score. Charlie Nelson will flip it over Jenna Graves. Jenna is going to throw an errant pass. I don't know who that was intended for. Aubrey Schwartz or Charlie Nelson, you be the judge. And it was touched. They're going to have a conversation maybe. And it'll be Viborg-Hurley basketball. I'd be honest, I didn't see that. Tucker Tornberg requests a little appeal, if you will. Tatum Lyons is going to flip it out. They're going to go baseline. Lamaya Baker is going to throw it cross court. A three going to be up and good. Jenna Graves hits the three. Or excuse me, Aubrey Schwartz hits the three. And that's her first bucket of the game. And we're looking at a 6-point ball game. Izzy Eide. Crowd getting into it. Bree Austin's going to go baseline now. He's going to flip it. It's going to be out of bounds off of the hands of Lamaya Baker. Lily Eide will come in for Bree Austin. So all starters, correction, not all starters are in. Only 3 of the 5 starters are in right now for Centerville. They're going to throw it into Westra, who flips it back out to Gust. See what they can set up for Gust. Hesh collects the high arcing pass. Back out Michaela Hesh. She's going to drive inside, and she's going to get it to go. A good take there from Michaela Hesh and gets the bucket to fall. She has 8 points. 26-18 your score. And an 8-point lead. Centerville trying to throw together some defense, and a three is going to be thrown up and no good on the left wing. Tatum Lyons. Another three. Charlie Nelson, her three, good. Charlie Nelson connects from 3 again. She is deadly from deep. She has 13 of the 21 for the Cougars. Pass inside and stolen by Charlie Nelson, but stolen back by Izzy Eide. Izzy's going to try a three, and it's going to be off the front of the iron, no good, and we'll have a foul that slows things down. A lot of tension here in Centerville. We're looking at a 5-point ball game. We'll have a foul underneath the bucket called on Charlie Nelson. Her second. We'll have a timeout called by head coach Tucker Tornberg. It's a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Centerville Tornadoes basketball on Live Ticket TV.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Welcome back into the Tornado Shelter here in Centerville, South Dakota. I'm Charlie Preen, joined by Morgan Benzo on production. We appreciate you tuning in. Got a heck of a ball game here, a 5-point game, 1:45 left to go, third quarter. Now off the timeout called by head coach Tucker Tornberg, Centerville will set up the offense. Althea Gus gets it over to Lily Eide. He dishes it off behind the back. Emma Marshall back out. Lily Eide's three in the corner, going to be off the front of the iron, no good. And Centerville cannot buy a bucket from behind the arc. A long pass going to be thrown out of bounds. I think that was intended for Doug Edberger in the corner. And a turnover for Viborg-Hurley. We're down to the final 80 seconds in the third quarter. Lily Eide tries to cross over, but it's going to be tipped away. Jenna Graves, I think we're going to have a jump, and it'll stay Centerville possession. .113 to play. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Centerville will get the ball underneath the hoop in a flat set. Lily Eide will throw it up to Westra, who collects it. They're going to go inside to a Michaela Hesh, who was posted up. Viborg-Hurley fans want to travel. Althea Gus fakes the three, goes inside. Emma Marshall gets a bucket to go. And Emma Marshall has 11 now. A barn burner here in Centerville. The stands are packed in a 7-point ball game. 50 seconds to play in this quarter. Charlie Nelson trying to back down Michaela Hesh. Interesting to see how that develops as far as a matchup. Gilbert picks up her dribble down low, and Westra trying to get a hand on it, but will be called for a foul. I believe it's on Kylie Westra. And yes, it will be. And that is Kylie Westra's first foul in the fourth of the quarter for Centerville. Bree Austin and Kira Austin will check in for Althea Gus and Kylie Westra for the last 38.9 in this third quarter. Viborg-Hurley trying to throw something together here and make this an even tighter ball game. Could get it down to 4 with the 3. 30 seconds left to play, and an errant pass. Another turnover. Gilbert tried to go back door. Nelson wasn't quite ready for that one. Wasn't even looking. So shot clock not a factor here for the last 28.6. Kira Austin will bring it across the timeline. Guarded by Aubrey Schwartz, who's been a great defender tonight. Emma Marshall, they're taking some time off the clock. That's evident. They want to take the last shot. Centerville up 7. Kira Austin is going to nearly throw it away. Collected by Lily Eide. 5 seconds left to play. And a shot's going to be up, and a foul called on Kendra Gilbert, and that'll be her third of the ball game here at the end of the third quarter. 3 seconds left to play, and that'll send Lily Eide to the free throw line. And Lily has 3 on the night, looking to make it 5. Lily's free throw going to be off the right side of the rim, no good. Kylie Wester will check in for Emma Marshall to keep her out of foul trouble for this last 3.2. Give her a little bit of an extended break, if you will. The second free throw here for Lily Eide is going to be good. Touched a little bit of rim, but rolled in. An 8-point lead, 29-21. Charlie Nelson is going to try to take the last shot. It's going to be no good. Maybe blocked, maybe not. We'll see. But Michaela Hesch played some pretty good defense there that last 3 seconds. But we're going to head to the fourth quarter of action. Your score 29-21, an 8-point ball game. You're listening to Centerville Tornadoes basketball on Live Ticket TV.
In times like these, in times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Welcome back to Centerville, South Dakota, and the Tornado Shelter. We're in for a wild fourth quarter finish, an 8-point ball game. Viborg-Hurley slowly gaining momentum. We'll see what they do out of the quarter break. We're in the final quarter of play. A great play design and a backdoor bucket. It's going to be good. Haley Nelson. And a 6-point ball game now. Lily Eide will bring it up the floor. Can Centerville compete and find a way to get buckets here in this fourth quarter? And a foul going to be called on Lily Eide right there. It's going to be her first of the ball game. In the first of the quarter. The number 1 team, according to the polls in Class B, on the ropes here. In a 6-point ball game. Charlie Nelson will bring it up the floor. If anybody has DNA to play postseason basketball, it is Viborg-Hurley. I'll say that right now. Haley Nelson gets it over. Charlie Nelson's going to try a 3. It's going to be off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Haley Nelson and blocked from behind. Althea Gus gets a hand on it, and here comes Bree Austin on the other way. Kira Austin will slow it up. She's got Jenna Graves on her. Althea Gus is going to go up and gets the drive to go. And she gets a bucket. So now she has 8. 31-23, an 8-point ball game. Charlie Nelson will get it over to Gilbert, who thought about the left wing 3. Back to Charlie Nelson. She thinks about a 3. Great pump fake. She's going to go up inside and gets the bucket to go. What a finish down low from Charlie Nelson, who now has 15 on the night. These teams aren't going away, folks. Fun basketball to watch here. Inside. Lily Eide is going to take a dribble and go up and get it to fall. Lily Eide is going to go to the free throw line and try the old-fashioned 3-point play. Lily Eide with a free throw here can make a 8-point ball game turn to 9, and she also has 6 on the night. so far. Some substitutions. Kendra Gilbert will come out of the ball game with 4 fouls. That's one thing I did not note, is she is 1 away from her night being concluded. Tatum Lyons comes in for her. Free throw from Eide, well short, did not hit anything. Some free throw shooting, not ideal right now for Centerville. I think they're going to definitely want to hone in on this if they can get out of this thing unscathed. But an 8-point ball game here. Tatum Lyons guarded by Michaela Hesh. They're going to try to go baseline. Spins their way down. Spins again. Goes up and blocked by Michaela Hesh. A clear size advantage. Tatum Lyons 5'4". Michaela Hesh 5'10". A 6-inch size advantage. Hesh towers over Tatum Lyons down low. She's had a few blocks in this one. They get it into Charlie Nelson. And great work there by Kira Austin switching back. And it's going to be thrown away. And we're going to have a foul called on Viborg-Hurley. Lily Eddy tried to run away with it, I think was grabbed in the process. It'll be called on Haley Nelson, her first. Izzy Eide will come in for Kira Austin. Well, 2 minutes down here in the final quarter in regulation. We'll see if it goes the distance or if we can go a little bit longer. Who doesn't love free basketball? Blocked inside. Great defense from Lamaya Baker. Emma Marshall is rarely blocked inside, so that was very impressive. Aubrey Schwartz on the dribble, tries to spin, can't get it to go, passes it off, back out top of the key. 3-pointer from Schwartz is going to be off the front of the iron, no good. And Haley Nelson wasn't quite ready for that rebound to come. And Izzy Eide brings it up the floor. She's been quiet in this one. We'll see if that changes as this one goes out. It might leave her alone. Here comes Izzy. She's going to try the jumper, and it bounces about 6 times up there, but didn't fall. An 8-point ball game here. Viborg-Hurley has to come away with points. Charlie Nelson goes down and gets the bucket to go. She's been phenomenal tonight. She has 17 of the 27 for the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. Althea Gus now on the right wing. She's going to go swing pass. Izzy Eide, now Lily Eide on the right wing. Tries to cross over. Is going to go up inside on the drive and not going to get it to fall. And rebound controlled by Haley Nelson. The Cougars can make it a 4-point ball game with a 2, or they can make it a 1-possession ball game if they can connect from deep. Fans getting into it, and we're going to have a timeout called by head coach Tyler Novak, and we will step aside along with him. We'll find out. It is a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Centerville Tornadoes basketball on Live Ticket TV.
Knutson Masonry, they take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed...
Welcome back to Live Ticket TV. Had to cut that out a little short, but we're all right. A 6-point lead for Centerville. Huge possession here. Great use of timeout by Tyler Novak. It was tipped by Centerville across the timeline and control. Charlie Nelson, not a lot of time on the shot clock. Can she throw one up at the buzzer? She does and gets it to go. We got a 4-point ball game here, folks. We're halfway through the final quarter in regulation. Emma Marshall gets it out. Althea Gust. We'll see if Centerville can silence the crowd. Gust tries to spin her way down, gets it out. Kira Austin, a great pump fake. Goes inside, flips it back out. Izzy Eide, right wing 3, going to be well short of the mark. And off of Kira Austin. A 4-point ball game here. Charlie Nelson. He's going to flip it over. Jenna Graves. Inside is definitely a set play. Looked at Gilbert, still dribbling around in the right wing. Down inside, Gilbert had it and was fouled, and she gets it to go. That bounced up there a few times. Oh my. A 2-point ball game, and Gilbert can make it a little bit closer. Can Gilbert make it a 1-point ball game? She does. 33-32. Centerville has all of the pressure on them. The momentum has switched in this gym. Gust inside. Goes out. Kira Austin. Gonna flip it over to Lily Eide. Centerville looks pretty content out there in the offensive possession. Marshall's gonna spin inside, gonna go out. Kira Austin tries the three, gonna be no good. Doesn't follow her shot, but doesn't connect. A 1-point ball game here, 3 minutes, 1 second to play here. Very interested to see how this one finishes. We appreciate you tuning in. Wild last possession. Last few possessions, excuse me. Jenna Graves going to be blocked underneath the bucket by Lily Eide. Very clean block. Lily's going to stop on a dime, and she's fouled. It was either going to be a travel or a foul, and we got a foul there. So we'll send Lily Eide to the free throw line for some very crucial free throws. Foul called on Charlie Nelson. That's her third. And wow, what a bucket there. Lily Eide has not been hitting the free throws as of late, but she gets that one to go. She has 7 now. Second free throw from Lily is going to be short, but rebounded Michaela Hesch. Izzy stumbles and collected by Marshall. Down low, Hesch swinging around. Kira Austin, left wing three, going to be no good, but rebounded again. Michaela Hesch, she gets it to go inside. Timeout called by head coach Tucker Tornberg. The momentum has switched back to Centerville's side. Michaela Hesch has 10, and the Tornadoes lead by 4. 2:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Fans, we're going to have a wild finish. Stick around. You're listening to Centerville Tornadoes basketball on Live Ticket TV.
We do it together. That's the power of we.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Centerville Tornadoes Live on Live Ticket TV. Folks, this is what high school basketball dreams are made of, and this is what the postseason is for. A 4-point ball game. The number 1 team in the state, according to the media, on the ropes. A 4-point ball game. And a crucial last 2 possessions for Centerville have extended this thing to 4. At one point, it was a 1-point ball game. Charlie Nelson will bring it down the floor. You either got to look to her or maybe Gilbert down low. Charlie Nelson on the right wing, guarded by Althea Gust. Done a great job on her. Nelson's going to go into the paint. Get it back out, Jenna Graves. Graves will flip it off to Schwartz. Aubrey Schwartz back to Graves. Graves looks down low to Gilbert. And Gilbert's going to throw up a shot. Going to be no good. The jumper was a real long one. Maybe fading away. And a huge possession here. If Centerville can get a bucket, it would help their cause out immensely. They go inside. Marshall gets it. Back out. Top of the key. Lily Eide's three well short. That was a pass. We'll call it. Kira Austin back out Althea Gust. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Gust out to Marshall, and she walked. 91 seconds to play in a 4-point ball game. Charlie Nelson will bring it up the floor. Jenna Graves now on the right wing back to Nelson. The Freeman Lady Flyers getting ready to play in this next one. Watching to see which team will qualify for the Sodak 16. Left corner three going to be buried by Jenna Graves. And another 1-point ball game. 60 seconds to go. And another timeout called by head coach Tucker Tornberg. Folks, 60 ticks left to play in regulation. A 1-point ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute on Live Ticket TV. Welcome back to Centerville, South Dakota. The Tornado Shelter. The number one team according to the media on the ropes right now. Centerville leads by 1 over Viborg-Hurley. The winner advances on to the Sodak 16 in girls Class B. Inside, they're going to go to Marshall, and she gets it to go. A great play design. Marshall posts up, and she gets it to go. A 3-point ball game. Huge, crucial possession. Viborg-Hurley has to come away with points. Gilbert's going to let a 3 fly. It's going to be up, no good. Rebound, Marshall. Can Centerville come away with points in an extended possession, and Charlie Nelson has to foul. That'll be her 4th foul of the ball game. She has 19 on the night, just to mention. And they have to start fouling now because they need to foul one more time to get into free throws. We will see Lily Eide come out and Izzy Eide come in. I'd assume because Lily has kind of struggled from the free throw line. And we'll have a timeout called on the floor. We'll step aside for a full 60 seconds. You're listening to Centerville Tornadoes basketball on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
Looking for a great new or used John Deere planter? Then look no more. Grossenberg Implement has a great used selection this month. They have a good selection of 2023 and 2022 model years that will make your operation more efficient and productive with low rate financing of only 1.99% for 60 months for those that qualify. You'll be ready for spring planting. Come in and talk to one of their sales professionals or browse their inventory at grossenberg.com. Looking for a great new or used John Deere?
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to Centerville, South Dakota. And an interesting inbounds play. Have yet to see that from Centerville this year, and a foul going to be committed by Aubrey Schwartz, and that'll send Kira Austin to the free throw line. The 5'6" junior has a chance to really help Centerville's cause here in a 3-point ball game. It's the 3rd foul called on Aubrey Schwartz and the 5th team foul, so everything from here on out will be free throws, and a free throw missed by Kira Austin. The free throw shooting just has not been good tonight from Centerville. Izzy Eide will come out, Lily Eide will come in. 32.2 to play. 4th quarter action. Kira Austin, 2nd free throw, buries it. That makes it a lot more difficult. A quick possession here, and Viborg-Hurley needs points. Charlie Nelson tries to back her way down. You'd expect her to take the shot. She shoots a fadeaway, and it's going to be well off the mark, no good, off the front of the iron. And another foul going to be committed, and I think Centerville's starting to feel it. 20 seconds left to play, but a 4-point lead for Centerville, and you got to have these free throws if you want to find some success down the line. 20.1. Michaela Hesch, her free throw is good. 40-35, Centerville makes it happen on the free throw line finally after a really, really rough shooting night. Second free throw from Hesch is also good. Michaela Hesch, cold-blooded, goes up there and buries them both. A 6-point ball game. They got to have a three. Viborg-Hurley needs to find it. Charlie Nelson is double-teamed. Gilbert throws up a three. It nearly goes in off the glass. Rebounded by Gust. And we'll go the other end. Gust will be on the free throw line this time. 7.7 to play. Gust has the opportunity to make this an 8-point ball game, and she makes it 7. Gust hits the second. An 8-point ball game. Charlie Nelson brings it down the floor. Good defense as usual. Gust won't let her get a shot off. And your Centerville Tornadoes are heading to the Sodak 16 in the girls Class B tournament. Congratulations to both of these teams on their season. Centerville will keep on dancing, and Viborg-Hurley just about pulled off one of the bigger upsets in region history, I'd say. A great game from both of these two teams. They put on a show for us today. And head coach Tucker Tornberg brings the game ball to his girls. Well, that'll be it. Your final score, 43-35. The Tornadoes prevail. We appreciate you tuning in to our broadcast of this one. We are going to step aside, change streams, and we will be back for the second part of our doubleheader tonight. The Freeman Lady Flyers and the Gayville Volun Lady Raiders about to do battle here. 15 minutes on the clock. But what a wild finish we had in this one. We appreciate you tuning in to our coverage of the Centerville Tornadoes and the, Viborg-Hurley Cougars. We will change our streams. Again, your Centerville Tornadoes advance on to the Sodak 16 in the girls Class B 2024 tournament. An 8-point lead, that'll be the last you hear of me if you're a Centerville fan until the Sodak 16. Hopefully Bewley and I are on the call for that one. We really look forward to it. We'll know who we play tonight, so we'll have some time to prepare for that one. Until then, switch over to the next stream if you're looking for it. We're going to switch over as well. Thanks for tuning in, and good night, everybody.